afraid to say, man, let's do this. Or even, I don't know, this could be a possibility, having a specific parenting discipleship class. Now, you couldn't call it that because they wouldn't come, but having some kind of strategic way to do that. One idea that I have is, I would love to move, and so hopefully my students won't listen to this because I like to keep them on edge, but I would love to move into at least once a month. We have small group time. So we have 3 intense weeks. We're getting into the Word. We're studying. And then we have a time of small group where it's kind of like, okay, how does this practically look like in my life? How can I practically take this and apply it to my life? How can I take it and give the gospel to people at school, and make disciples at my school and stuff like that? But then having a, I don't know, maybe call it, I like that, the A-team, A-team seminar. And just basically encouraging parents in that 30, 45 minutes, where their kids are in small group and I can encourage them and talk to them and basically just giving them a time. I think another reason parents don't reach out for help is because they feel like they're the only ones that are struggling with this issue with their kid. And so giving them an opportunity to say, I'm not the only one struggling with that with my kid. Are you telling me that your kid backtalks too?
Yeah.
And I think that's silly, but I think honestly the enemy has them in a place where they feel completely alone. And so getting them in those opportunities where they can be vulnerable and it's okay. And so anyway, but I think that's some ways, but just every opportunity that we have to push them, to give them those visible reminders. I know the first time I did that, I had parents come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was going to be a big conviction meeting. You know what I'm saying? And they were kidding, but they were just, I needed that kick in the pants. Thank you. Yeah. I needed that fire lit under my butt. And so, anyway, so I think those are some ways for sure.
That's good. One thing before I let you kind of give your thoughts, Ben, I'm sure you have a lot to say on this. One thing that we're trying to do at our church to kind of convey this image of connected vision and the area of parental discipleship is we've got a board coming up before that big meeting. Before that big meeting, we're going to have a board kind of on a wall, a main wall that everybody can see, kind of a parental discipleship board. And on that, we're going to have resources, take-home materials. I have something with a youth group that every Wednesday night I send out to parents. We have some discussion points called car combos, and they'll be put there for people to grab. And on the same board, right underneath that, we're going to have some children's ministry, Sunday school based primarily, take-home sheets, so that we see at the same place you go to have your take-home material, to have your family discipleship material. And there's going to be we have a family discipleship newsletter, and you can grab that there with some ideas on how you can pray for the congregation together on family worship, whether with your infant or with your 17-year-old. And so I think that even is a very visible demonstration of that cohesive vision, even in terms of parental discipleship.
That's a great idea. Using physical space like that. I'd like something like that here. We run into issues because we have a large campus. Really, we have more building than we need at this point.
You'll get lost.
And it was just built on in different decades and things, and so things are spread out a little further. But I think just those resources to parents, giving them practical tools, and I think everybody's kind of hit on that. But just helping people to connect the dots. It's not that it's easy, but it doesn't have to be this elaborate production in your home. It's just being intentional, trying to point them to the Lord, and keeping in mind that parenting, the end goal is the same. Again, the mechanics may change over time, but the end goal is the same for the 5-year-old, for the 17-year-old, and even as the child launches into adulthood, you're trying to shepherd in a different way, but you're trying to point them to Christ. So I think this has been a helpful conversation. I know things I've picked up on, just have been getting my wheels turning, and it caused me to think, oh man, I need to tweak that. But thank you, Corwin and Sarah, for giving us your time and your input on these things and from your experience. And if listeners want to contact you to hear about some idea you had or something like that, how can they get in touch with you or find out more about your ministries, Corwin?
Well, always looking for more followers on the gram. So, Corwin.Kulig on Instagram, or you can do the ministry page, which is Curtis, CURTIS _student _ministry. You can follow me there, or you can email me, ckulig, CKULIG, at curtisbaptist.org. But love to talk to anyone that has any questions. I'll do the best I can to help them, and if I can't help them, I'll do anything I can to get them someone that can help. But just want to serve the Lord, and I pray that this has been fruitful, like it's been in my heart and my life. Anyway, that's how you can contact me.
Sarah, how about you?
I'm old school. You can email me. My email is scsredlady@gmail.com. So that's one place you can catch me on Facebook. My name is Sarah Sleet, like frozen rain. So look me up and message me. I have some great conversations on there on a children's ministry page, and so I know it's been a blessing to be part of this discussion, and I look forward. Maybe we'll do it again in the future.
All right, sounds good. Well, God bless you guys as you continue to try to serve the Lord, and thanks again for coming on with us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Theological Family Ministry Podcast. If you have enjoyed this episode, please give us a review on iTunes and share the podcast with your friends on social media. All new episodes are available to listen to on Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spreaker, and iTunes. We hope you have a great week, and join us again every first and third Thursday.